Casillero, the Spanish word for lockers. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another beautiful day here in Chile. We are off to school today. It's going to be a great day because we are in Los Cristales today. We go to La Quinta on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I'm excited to go back to my, well, what feels kind of like home today. And we teach 4 different classes for an hour and a half apiece. It's going to be great. Let's go. Halfway through the day, things are looking real good. Kids are having fun. I can't believe how much more they know at this school compared to La Quinta. It is impressive. First day of English classes. So far, great success. So I'm at the school right now. I've got a little bit of extra time and I wanted to do a little series about the similarities and differences between the schools here in Chile and the schools in the United States. And remember that these are in general, so yeah, don't get too critical on me. In some schools you're going to have these, some schools you're not. But today's topic is these guys right here, lockers. I feel like in every movie that comes out from Hollywood in the United States, Disney movie, Hannah Montana for instance, you're going to have these lockers in all of the hallways in those schools. And typically that is the case. Before every single class, you have to go to your locker, and you might have 4 minutes or maybe 3 minutes only to grab all of your things in a locker that would be in the hallway here, and then run off to your class. But here, classrooms look just a little bit different than what I was used to growing up. Point number 1. In a classroom in the United States, most of the time, the things around the classroom wouldn't be in Spanish. And point number 2, what does a U have to do with a grape? Shouldn't it go with a G? Point number 3, a map in the United States is probably not this long. But seriously, for each desk here, students bring their backpack and typically put it behind their chair. And they have all of their books, and then they have to bring all of the books home. When I was a student, I would just leave the books at school. Or I would bring the books that I needed back to my house, and I would do my homework at home and bring them back the next day with my homework. Here, they bring everything home. And, well, the books, that's another topic. But anyways, it's a little strange to me that they don't have any lockers here. There are some, and the ones that you saw earlier are actually from the teacher's room where people store their food and important things, but they're only for teachers, not for students. And I feel like in all the movies from the United States, there are lockers.
We're gonna come back and cook it.
Who wants to trade a silly little bone for a nice banana?
Why would he want a stupid banana? You know, he's got a snow cone machine and a mini fridge.
But that's not always the case. The schools that I actually went to for the most part, they did not have lockers at all. And so you would take your books, and then there would be a compartment inside of the desk, and then you would put all of your books inside of there. Here, there's some wire piece here, and there are some things under it, but for the most part you take it home. And I think that's a little bit different. Also, in the United States, we may have had little cubbies or things on the wall that would be made of wood typically, and then just a little storage place to put some binders and notebooks and things like that. But for the most part, you're going to have lockers in the United States. It's just kind of the way it is. And it's a little bit different than what you have here in Chile. I've never seen a locker here, although I've been told that some places have these lockers. For instance, if you're going to gym class and you're in high school, you might get permission to use a locker. There might be other circumstances as well where you might have a locker, and I'm sure, I just can't believe that this wouldn't be the case, that in Santiago there must be places where there are lockers for students in high school and maybe even in middle school in 5th through 8th grade. But leave it in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me your experiences with schools. I want to do a little series about the similarities and differences between the schools here in Chile and the schools in the United States. Just to give you a little bit of background, I was a teacher for 5 years in the United States. I also grew up in the United States and went to schools until I graduated from university. So I have some experiences with schools, but they do change in different parts of the United States and different schools that are in different states. So this is definitely a generalization. But for the most part, you're not going to have classrooms that have things that are written in Spanish. The maps are going to be a little shorter, and you're not going to have a grape next to a letter U. Also, the lockers are typically in schools in the United States, and that's usually where students keep and store all of their things with a lock, and it's pretty normal. So I wasn't going to work out today, but unfortunately we had a minor leak in our house, and so they're putting a new roof on. I'll show you in just a minute. And our dogs are over at Jenny's house, so I'm going to pick them up right now. It's gonna be a quick run, at least I hope so. I'm so sore.
We try to wash away our broken years, but it's so hard in the cold.
You know that time when you think to yourself, why in the world am I doing this? Yeah, that's this time right now. Oh man.
Will you still lie? You still lie? In the cold, cold summer. Will you still lie?
So check it out. This is the back of our house. And now we're getting a little other roof or an extension to the house for the winter. And basically the reason is the wind was coming so strong this way during summer. The 2 times I think that it's rained in the last 5 months maybe, I don't know. But the wind was coming so strong it went under this door and it went through these windows because there's just one pane of glass there. And so the window is actually not doing too much against all of the rain because the wind hits it so hard. So anyways, long story short, he's building a roof here so that we don't have any water in the house anymore. It's gonna be great. But what a day. I wish I could show you guys more. There was so much good that happened. I showed a video to one of my classes because, well, the first thing that I heard when I came to school was, "You were on TV, I saw you on TV." And then the second thing was, "I want to see your videos," because we had our first classes, English classes with the kids this week in Los Cristales. So they were so excited to have both Joanna and I in the classroom again and learn English. And we were so surprised. Their English is so good. For their level, they are right on. It is so impressive after only a year and a half being with these guys. We push them, but we push them because we know that they can do it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I will be back on Friday morning for another awesome day. I'm excited because this weekend we've got some cool events happening and a lot of cool things to show you guys. Also, hopefully you guys liked that idea with the school. If there are other things that you want to know about schools in the United States, write them below. Otherwise, I have a bunch of ideas as well, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys the schools and show you guys the differences that I think about when I go into a school here in Chile. But we'll see you guys next time. But for now, ciao pescao!
Nothing seems like it should in the coast.
So anyways, those lockers, that's a topic. I think that's interesting. So anyways, those lockers, I think it's interesting to note